Hey everyone, it's me Gavin and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking on Ark Guardian Story Event 2 in Goddess of Victory NIKKE, which I'm incredibly excited to check out because Story Event 1 ended off on a bit of a cliffhanger in my opinion, and I need some sort of understanding of where things progress from here, making our way towards Overzone, right? So again, very much spoiler heavy when it comes to this video, this stream. And if you guys are joining us for the live stream, then thank you very much. I appreciate it as always. If you guys are new to the channel, however, I would highly encourage you to please give the video a thumbs up, and then also consider subscribing to the channel for more Goddess of Victory NIKKE content. But with that being said, let's dive into it. So, as you guys can see, right here, Story 2 unlocked, okay? I did not go any further than this. I wasn't expecting it to update today, but here it is. So, we are going to dive into it. We're going to get right into the spoilers, okay? Immediately. This is your warning. Is that Snow White's theme song playing in the background? Sounds like it. This is great artwork, by the way. There it is, Ark Guardian 2, right? There's the symbol right there, the Roman numeral 2. Just letting you guys know. We are going to do the story, trying not to focus on much else. Let's take a look at the reward boosted DKs, which I'm assuming are the same. Yep, seems to be. And pardon my flub in the last video. I said Uni was gone. Uni is not gone, okay? I meant Noah. It was literally stated in the story, and then of course I had to go and flub on that one, but sorry, my apologies. Uni, you are alive and well. Well, I don't know if you're well, but I mean you're alive. Cool. Let's go enter and head towards the entirety of normal mode being completed, okay? Hard mode will be next week. I'm not sure if I'll stream it or not. If you guys do want to see more streams, however, though, let me know, and then that way we can continue to progress towards a more stream-friendly environment here, and it doesn't have to be just videos, but they will be archived on the channel in case you guys do want to see them after the fact, right? So here we are, Event 1-1. I'm going to try to keep it quiet for a lot of the voice acting, just to give you guys some understanding of what's being said, and I don't have to bumble over it. But at the same time, if something outrageous gets said, then I'm probably going to react, okay? So be forewarned. As you guys can see here, I did get my 2 copies of Snow White. If you guys did not pay attention in the last video, I had to use my gold vouchers. I've been pulling ever since, and I still have not had any luck whatsoever. I think I'm up to like 150 pulls or something now, and I still have not gotten a copy of Snow White from the banner, just from like regular pulls. Horrible rates, is all I'll say. Hopefully it gets better, but that's just what you get for a 1% banner, right? Snow White opens her eyes and finds herself in the infirmary. Running her hands over her body, she finds nothing wrong. Okay, so this is again following the heretic attack, and the unfortunate demise of Lilith, and potentially the commander as well, from what we can tell. She pushes herself up from the bed.
Why am I
Alive?
What happened?
Sharp stab of pain shoots through her head. She clutches her temples. The nymph, possibly? Vivid memories come flooding back.
There are more.
Oh. Okay, so we're getting the resolution, like how this panned out after the fact. The Black Heretics land. Encircling the falling Lilith, after staring down at her for a long while, the heretics all reach out their hands in unison. Snow White unleashes a barrage of bullets in a frenzy. She refrains from using missiles for fear of injuring Lilith. Sounds to me like you need to reload. Her rounds are quickly spent. She pulls out another magazine and attempts to reload. Her trembling hand fumbles the magazine, and it falls pitifully to the ground. She doesn't have any other magazine, she can load. Uh-oh. That's not good. Her gaze shifts to one on the ground. Really? You're gonna keep up with the gaze thing, right? She has to pick it up. She has to pick it up, reload, and shoot the heretics. But she can't bring herself to reach for the magazine, nor lift her head. If she does, the heretics might be looking right at her. Cold sweat runs down her body. She wants to run away.
I have to grab it.
Her eyes are still fixed on the floor until the foot of the black heretic comes into view. The heretic is heading her way. Her eyes quiver as she looks up. One of the heretics is walking toward her. Snow White drops to her knees.
No.
Her supernatural firepower and lightning-fast regenerative. Why can't I say that? Regenerative abilities. I'm tongue-tied here, okay? Regenerative. Why can't I say that? Regenerative. Okay, we're good. Make her a formidable foe. Even I can't speak English sometimes, okay? On the other hand, Lilith and Rapunzel lie fallen on the ground. I have to do this. Snow White repeats to herself over and over as she kicks off the ground and stands up. She snatches the magazine, reloads, and aims for the head. In that instant, she sees the heretic's face. Though partly hidden, her red eyes and emotionless expression can be faintly made out. It is a face Snow White has seen countless times before, the face of her comrades who fought alongside her. To her, Black Heretic is someone who was once an ally. She tries to pull the trigger, but her finger doesn't move. Pull it. Pull it. Pull the trigger. I have to save Lilith and Rapunzel.
Pull the trigger!
The heretic's head explodes. The figure standing before her, both fearsome and pitiable, collapses. Across from the heretic, a white flower spattered with red.
Snow White.
Lilith?
Snow White, don't worry. I'll protect you.
So she didn't meet her demise? Yet? The white flower, stained red, dances in the wind. Well, I mean, of course not, right? Because, we got to see Lilith at the end of Old Tales. Whoa, dude, look at this animation. Whoa. That is an incredible still. It sways back and forth freely and without restraint. I feel like maybe I shouldn't use this one as the thumbnail just because of how badass it looks and I want other people to experience that themselves. So I won't use it, I'll skip. As much as I am very tempted to do so. A black flower snaps. Its black petals scatter and the stem breaks. A gentle wind brushes past Snow White. She looks down on the ground. Black petals lie scattered in every direction. She raises her head and sees the red-stained white flower. Lilith, pure and beautiful, resembles the white flower just like always.
Snow White, are you all right?
She's like kicking it into overdrive, right?
But it's done. You're not hurt, are you?
Lilith,
Yes, I'm here.
don't die.
I won't.
Dude, that is so badass. Snow White grabs her head even more tightly. I wonder, is she like misremembering things though? Like, is that something she's like trying to convince herself of? Possibly. She couldn't do anything. Like a complete fool, she couldn't even reload her own weapon, as always. All she could do was sit there and hope to be rescued. The Red Wolf, who once cradled her fragility and kept her safe, is gone, as Red Hood. The white flower, that did the same is now withering. Lilith, she must do something. As she grits her teeth and tries to steel herself, the Black Heretic's face resurfaces in her mind. Expressionless, yet so familiar up close, Snow White becomes certain. If the same situation were to happen again, she would respond in the same way as she did before. She clutches her head in anguish. The otherwise quiet infirmary is filled with shallow groans and the sound of hair being pulled out. Holy moly, dude, she is like breaking down hard. Sheesh, dude. That's rough. She's in a lot of pain, right? That's the only way to put it.
All right, everyone.
Again, I wonder if she's just like hallucinating and potentially like making up that Lilith took down the enemies and maybe it was actually her and she doesn't like realize it or want to believe it. Like maybe she's trying to like cover up her trauma and she doesn't want to like envision the loss of Lilith. But it would be really cool if it was Lilith just like, you know, going plus ultra, like, smashing the crap out of the heretics. Just for like one final hurrah, right?
You did great, Commander. Did you like the
Alright, let's continue on. Snow White opens the door, leading to the lobby. Dorothy, Scarlet, and Rapunzel look at her.
You're up? How are you feeling?
I'm okay. I'm sorry.
'Tis fortunate it hath come to an end. 'Twould seem more of those damnable abominations have sprung forth in you.
How about you, Rapunzel? Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine.
But your shoulder.
My parts are always in surplus after all.
It would be disastrous if Rapunzel were injured, so we always make sure to keep plenty of her spare parts on hand.
That's good.
I appreciate your concern, Snow White.
I'm guessing it's because she's the healer, but I don't know if there's probably some more to that statement or not.
And you two? Are you alright?
Like it being disastrous if she was injured?
Well enough, as you can see.
I endured a direct blow from those infernal scoundrels. Mine frame was nigh unto dust, yet by some miracle it was salvaged. Such is the strange grace bestowed upon we NIKKEs. So long as the components be at hand, restoration shall ever be within our grasp.
That might not be the most appropriate thing to say in front of people who were at death's door just a while ago.
Whatever hath transpired, we yet live. That is what truly matters.
She's always had such a great mind, right? In my opinion, Scarlet. She's got the right outlook on stuff.
Fair point.
And the commander?
The commander was seriously injured, so he was transported to the VTC hospital managed by headquarters.
Oh, okay.
They say his internal organs were severely damaged.
Dude, that's got nothing. Okay, I'm convinced now. That has got to be Anderson.
But he'll be fine. Right?
That has got to be Anderson.
He's made of tough stuff, so he's not in any mortal danger.
Right? Because Anderson always talks about how, like, he's got to leave the room or whatever because of his stomach, right? Isn't it? I think it's his stomach.
The VTC personnel are tending to him personally, so there's no need to worry.
To survive with a fist lodged in one side and yet still live, 'tis not short of the supernatural.
It has to be.
He'll return as soon as he's been treated. We just need to wait a little.
Good to know. How about Lilith?
I mean, maybe the injury is, like, not so unique, but I don't know. I'm willing to bet that it's Anderson.
Oh.
Oh my!
Oh, okay.
Everyone seems to be doing fine. Youth really is a blessing.
So she did survive then.
Lilith,
Yes? What is it?
thank you for saving me.
Don't mention it. That's what I'm here for. All right, everyone. Just rest for now. The second phase of the sealing process was successfully completed, so things should be quiet for a while. If you need to tend to any repairs, do so now. Understood?
What knowledge hast thou gained of those black heretics?
We're still looking into it. I'm sure we'll get answers soon. If there's any silver lining to this, they don't appear to wield the same power as Anachiro. Most likely due to a difference in body specs.
'Tis a great relief.
Anyway, all we can do is wait for now. I know this is easier said than done, but rest. Got it? I'll see you all later.
Otherwise opens the door and steps out. Snow White stares blankly, watching Lilith leave.
We still don't know how Lilith's doing, do we?
I'm confused. Like, maybe I'm not realizing where the timelines meet, but like, is this following Old Tales or is this like during Old Tales? I am horrible with my memory.
No.
Her countenance bore the mark of grievous illness.
Or is this before Old Tales?
NIKKEs are immune to all diseases by default.
I feel like it's before Old Tales, but I don't know.
But the fact that she coughed up blood means something's amiss with her body.
Snow White,
Yes?
go after Lilith. Talk to her.
I don't think that's a good idea. If I go after her now, all I'll do is cling to her and cry.
Yeah, but Dorothy wants you to get the story straight from her mouth, right? From Lilith.
She has enough on her mind as it is. I shouldn't add to it. She'll talk to us. Once she's sorted out her thoughts, I'm sure of it. Until then, I'll wait.
Oh my.
You really have grown up.
Seest thou? Did I not intimate as much?
It's only natural that we change, whether we like it or not.
Welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining me for the stream. We are currently on mission 1-2, just to let you know. Spoiler warning, it is story 2, so if you haven't completed story 1 yet, then, again, highly recommend to go and complete that first, or watch it over here on my channel. But appreciate it very much. I always love it when people join us for the stream, so that's awesome. And I'm just gonna leave the stream archived up as, like, the second video, right? In a sense. But we're gonna keep it more raw, more natural here. I'm not gonna edit nothing, because I'm lazy. But no, in all seriousness, a couple of you guys were talking about how, like, you wanted to see more streams and more live content over on the channel, and you want to talk about NIKKE specifically, so when I logged in to do my dailies today, I noticed that the story update was out, and I was like, doesn't that usually happen on Wednesdays? So I was like, well, what better opportunity than now to stream it, right? So here it is, continuing on. And then you guys get to see exactly what I do behind the scenes. Again, this has got to be... That's Anderson. I'm convinced that's Anderson. Who are you? That looks like... Is that Enoch?
Yes.
Or not? VTC Priestess, Yep.
It's a unique substance that can be extracted from your blood.
That's what I'll say about that. Just straight, yep. So... if I understand correctly, these are the ones that go on to found deep, right? DEEP?
What is it exactly?
Am I wrong or am I right about that? Somebody let me know, please.
To put it simply, it is a substance that kills nanomachines.
Right, so when it came in contact with his blood, then, you know, it disintegrated.
Including the nymph within a NIKKE's brain. It can also disintegrate the physical body of a heretic.
A heretic?
Yes. Not long ago, 5 heretics attacked the Ark entrance. The goddess squad wiped them all out. One of them was exposed to the Vophaus within you, which caused the collapse of her nanomachines and the loss of her regenerative abilities.
I really like her design, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm noticing here that it says Vatican, so maybe that's the VTC, right? The Vatican.
She was ultimately eliminated by the Goddess Squad. Additionally, when we administered it to the captured heretic Anichiro, it was confirmed the Vapaus in your blood is genuine. While there were minor complications, it's nothing to be concerned about. We've assigned Hellhound to the matter. It should be resolved soon.
And for anybody that wasn't paying attention, Hellhound is Oswald.
So you're telling me that heretic disintegrated because of my blood?
That's correct.
Vatican Therapeutic Research Center. Okay, there you go. That's what it is.
Well, she did.
That's what it
stab
stands
me in
for.
the guts. Maybe it wasn't my blood that did it, but my fecal matter.
Dude, I'm trying to drink coffee. You're gonna talk like that?
Ugh.
No, it was not.
Not your type of humor. Noted.
Much appreciated.
So, how is any of this even possible? Why is there such a substance in my blood, and why is it lethal to the heretics?
Well, only the members of the VTC could let you know that, right? Because they totally ain't been experimenting at all. Or creating beings at all.
I can only disclose that it's part of a long-forgotten project known as Mechanical Messiah.
Mechanical Messiah? MMR? MMR? Mechanical Messiah research?
The details of which I cannot share, even to you, Commander.
Is that what that stands for?
Classified. Figures.
Mechanical Messiah? Are we a Mechanical Messiah?
I couldn't care less what you're up to at the VTC. But keep doing your dirty work in the shadows, and one day, it'll catch up with you.
Dude, I've got like massive tingles. The hair on my arms is standing up. It's just goosebumps. That is so true though, right? Because like they literally all get locked behind that door. Which I believe it was Neon stumbled upon it, right, with their glasses, and here are all the like the deep members or whatever, just like crawling on the floor, and they see the light.
Do you really think that'll happen?
Right now, you can act as if you're untouchable, since this is your world.
This story, man, it is just like, it's beyond anything else.
But the second things backfire and the consequences of your filthy actions start affecting us, prepare for the church to close its doors.
That is some foresight.
I shall bear that in mind.
It's not every day you get to chat with a VTC priestess, so let me ask you something. The Ark, it wasn't built after the Rapture invasion, was it?
Why do you think so?
Because it's rather strange, if you ask me. I took a little field trip down to the Ark once. You're telling me that massive advanced underground city was constructed in just a few years? It was not even mid-construction. It was basically finished.
You're seriously underestimating humanity's technological prowess. We've even come close to the realm of the divine before.
That's ridiculous. Just excavating all that dirt alone would have taken a decade.
Dude, what is she like hinting at here? Like I know she's like, you know, being very vague about letting on a little bit more information than is necessary, but the commander, Anderson, is very much asking the right questions.
After thinking it through, I've got two theories. Either you've got tech that defies belief, or you predicted the Rapture invasion a long time ago.
I'm gonna say again, right, like what I've said in the past, I feel like raptures were created by humanity, and then maybe they had no choice but to think of countermeasures in case they did eventually get overran. Maybe.
Seems one of the two theories holds truth after all.
Your suspicion is nothing more than baseless conjecture.
That reaction tells us otherwise.
Naturally, since you didn't leave behind any evidence. Oh, just to be clear, this is pure curiosity on my part. I've no intentions of stirring up trouble, so chill.
Relax.
Appreciate the thought.
Anyway, how's my physical body?
We had to remove a significant portion of your internal organs.
Great.
You might not be able to live an ordinary life from now on. Any strenuous movements will undoubtedly have a big impact on your daily life.
If there's any time I could use one of your so-called miracles, now would be it.
The only reason you have made it this far is because of a miracle. Otherwise, you would already be dead.
I'm pretty sturdy, you know.
Yes, I am aware. That is precisely why you can still stand and speak. An ordinary human would have been bedridden and on life support for the rest of their days.
So again, right there's the hint. An ordinary human. That's confirmation.
Well, thanks.
You are not ordinary.
Think
Your
nothing
blood
of it.
is not ordinary.
I should get going.
Mechanical Messiah is not ordinary.
My poor subordinates must be wearing a hole in the floor waiting for me. Thanks a bunch. I owe you one.
The commander leaves the room.
Next time someone leaves, at least say goodbye. I swear, you VTC weirdos are so thick-headed.
Huh?
Hey, is this door busted or what? It won't open.
Is that so?
Are they holding him captive for some reason?
You bastards! What the hell do you think you're doing?
The VTC priestess tases the commander. He drops to the floor without so much as a sound.
The Vapaus is a precious piece of lost technology, especially to us. We cannot afford to lose such a rare specimen.
So this is how they acquire it, and then they're going to replicate it, right? The door opens, and the central government soldiers enter. They tie up the fallen commander and lift them up.
Easy. I'm a patient here.
No, you are a guinea pig now,
You will be taken to the laboratory.
and you will be harvested. Well, not harvested, but you know what I mean. You will be experimented on thoroughly.
For the sake
Repeatedly.
of humanity's future, I request your full cooperation in donating your blood.
Listen, I have to go back. My subordinates and I need to defend against those raptures. Once that's done, I'll give you as much blood as you want. So untie me.
Take him away.
Central government soldiers drag the commander away. The commander jerks his head back, then whips it to the side. Sound of a breaking bone echoes as the soldier's nose crumbles under the impact. The commander drives his shoulder into another soldier's jaw. Another grisly snap rings out, and the soldier collapses.
Awfully presumptuous of you to think two pathetic grunts could restrain me.
Dude, what a badass. He's like, I'm not being taken without a fight. Here comes the second tase. Predictable. The priestess fires the taser once again. The commander slumps weakly to the ground. The VTC priestess steps forward to check the commander's vitals and breathing.
Thought you might be dead, but it seems you merely lost consciousness. Huh. It's getting harder to tell who the real monster is anymore.
Sheesh, dude. That's brutal. But again, clarity as to, like, how things were acquired, right? Like, how the blood essentially wound up within us, the other commander, And then I'm sure probably other commanders before us, because the VTC took this commander, Anderson, evidently. They took his blood, and now they're replicating it, right? They're reproducing it, and they're implementing it in subsequent commanders that are being created as part of the Mechanical Messiah project. We're learning. The commander opens his eyes. The VTC priestess sits across from him.
I see you felt it necessary to hog-tie me.
We've also administered a tranquilizer.
Great.
Just one man, not an elephant.
It doesn't seem to make a difference. You're far more conscious than a human who's been tranquilized.
Well then, mind telling me what's up with this circus?
We intend to study your blood and develop a method to mass-produce Vophouse.
Yep, there it is.
And if you take a few too many pints of blood, I'll die.
You need not worry. We will only extract enough to keep you alive.
Can't I just give you a little bit at a time?
If the sample size is too small, it will create difficulties in several aspects.
I've no idea what's gotten you in such a tizzy. But I'm the commander of the Goddess Squad. I'm currently part of an operation to guard the Ark's entrance while it's being sealed.
Well, you're not anymore. Now they're gonna poke you full of holes, man.
If I don't do my job, thousands, maybe even tens of thousands, could die.
I see.
They know otherwise.
Let me guess. You don't care.
They do not.
No, I do not. Besides, humanity has already lost. During the first phase of the sealing, all key personnel have already descended into the Ark.
Key personnel.
In truth, that number alone is sufficient to maintain the Ark. Nevertheless, the reason we have to push through to Phase 3 is for the sake of the ignorant masses.
What does that mean?
Phase 3? What happened to phases 4 and 5? So you're cutting the operation short at Phase 3?
Indeed. The Raptures have already begun mass-producing heretics. To delay any further would put the Ark in serious peril. We must protect its citizens.
How merciful of the VTC. A real bunch of saints.
So they're like significantly reducing the amount of humans that are going to be saved.
Thank you.
You could lose the Goddess Squad.
They don't care.
You don't care about that either?
Technology is ever advancing. The latest generation is already on the heels of the Grimm's model.
Only a fool believes higher specs are the answer to everything.
The war is already lost, and humanity has retreated below the surface. The gifted must prepare for the future, for the counterattack yet to come.
Holy crap, dude. Like, what is going on? Like, who's calling the shots here?
Your blood donation will serve as one of the cornerstones.
I'm done talking to the help. Call for your leader. If we're going to have a real conversation, I need to talk to someone of my rank.
That's what I'm talking about. I want to see who's pulling the strings here.
This matter has been authorized by the higher-ups, straight from the top.
Oh? The one you call His Holiness?
His Holiness?
Yes.
Crazy bunch of cultish freaks.
Kindly mind your words.
What a load of crap. If you were about to spend your life as a walking blood bag, you wouldn't be minding your words either.
Fair point.
Now, untie me and let me leave.
No.
I'll give you my autograph.
Well,
No need.
you sure you can't reconsider?
Fine. I'm feeling generous. How about a photo?
Not interested.
Okay then. How about a dinner date with me?
No, thank you.
Oosh. Shut down.
Excuse me, priestess.
What is it? I told you no one is authorized to enter.
I apologize, but we have a situation.
What situation?
A central government soldier approaches the VTC priestess and whispers. Her face twists and contorts.
What did you say?
The officials are waiting outside.
Excuse me for a moment. We shall continue this conversation when I return.
What, did His Holiness pass away? He did seem like he was hanging on by a thread.
The only other character that I remember them doing this with, when they say one gender and then they write out another, has been Sixo, right? I don't know if there's any correlation, but that's something that I did notice about Sixo.
Oh snap, did I get it right? Told you. You should have lived a bit more righteously. Now you'll pay the price for your sins.
With a grim expression, the priestess leaves the room, accompanied by the soldier. The door opens and closes behind them. The commander strains his ears, listening to the sounds beyond the door. The priestess raises her voice, gradually getting louder until she's nearly shouting. The commander's only regret is that he can't step outside and revel in her misery. It grows quiet outside. A loud noise echoes, clearly audible even through the door. The commander recognizes the sound from his days as a mercenary. It's the sound of a bone breaking. The door opens. A central government soldier walks in and stops before him.
What now?
Do you remember me?
Huh. The platoon leader from the corridor.
Yeah, the one that witnessed Mecha Destructor smashing the wall.
Oh.
Here to break me out?
Yes. Hold on.
The platoon leader's hands move quickly.
Let me get these off you. Just bear with me.
What are you doing here anyway?
I was dispatched here from the headquarters. I heard of your arrival, so I thought I'd drop by and say hello. But something felt off. Everyone was acting all secretive and the tension was palpable.
What, within the Ark? No!
Then I overheard you and the priestess talking through the door.
If you're here, you must be one of them, right? A real hardcore devotee of the VTC.
That's right. I've been baptized as well.
So what possessed you to snap a priestess's neck?
I worship the goddess squad above all else.
Sheesh.
Huh.
That's some commitment.
Done. Can you stand?
Ugh. Damn, I feel like death warmed over.
It's remarkable that you're able to stand in your condition. Here, hang on to me. Let's go.
Very interesting, man.
Inside is the ATV I arrived in.
Something tells me they're not gonna make it out. Like they're gonna get captured again, or if not, like, you know, Anderson here is gonna get captured at the very least.
All right, thanks.
I feel like this is a very fruitless effort. Footsteps echo in the distance.
We finally got caught. Took them long enough. Their security is pretty sloppy. 10 or more inbound, armed from the sound of their heavy footsteps. Hey, platoon leader, got any spare steel for me? A sidearm works too. I don't miss.
1 second.
The platoon leader rummages through his jacket.
Here, the key to the ATV.
Why are you giving this to me? Wait, you're not...
Is he gonna sacrifice himself?
Please hurry.
Enough, just hand me the gun. This will be easy target practice.
This is one of the main VTC facilities. There are numerous autonomous weapons here, as well as NIKKEs. Moving around with an open wound is reckless, even for someone as invincible as you.
I'm fine. You can see that.
You're drenched in sweat and pale as a sheet. The Goddess Squad is waiting. They need you. Humanity is in your hands, Commander.
Fine. Just count on me.
Dude, this is like really good. The platoon leader salutes.
Thank you, and the Goddess Squad, for everything you have done for humanity.
The commander returns to the salute. Leader pivots and runs, disappearing down the bend in the corridor. Gunfire erupts. The commander pushes his unresponsive body to obey and sprints forward. This is like really good storytelling. Like this is, dude, holy crap, man. Like,
The Queen.
things are so chaotic right now. And it just makes me wonder like where everything is gonna like go next, like how the rest of the story is gonna unfold here, right? I love this so much about NIKKE. It is like masterclass for doing this stuff. I'm definitely on the edge of my seat, but at the same time, I don't know. There's some really shady stuff going on in the Ark, and it's been for quite a while, right? Evidently. They knew to make that Ark years in advance. They knew. The Ark's entrance. Goddess Squad in the commander's room.
Is that for real?
Do you really think I would make this up?
Well, evidently you got back to the squad, right?
I knew you weren't ordinary, but I never imagined your blood held such a secret.
Right? I feel like some kind of legendary hero.
I had my suspicions, but for the VTC to kidnap the commander of the Goddess Squad is awfully audacious of them. It's not just audacious, it's downright insane.
They've always been pulling crazy stunts like this. This time, we're the lucky victims.
Should we turn the place upside down?
I mean, can you blame them? Especially if they, like, happened upon your blood?
It's not worth our time.
We both know this won't be the end of them.
We'll be fine. Everyone here is sane. Not even the most fanatical VTC devotee would dream of messing with us here.
Enter Rapunzel.
And frankly, I don't have the mental capacity to deal with them right now.
They abducted you under the guise of treatment only to turn you into their test subject. Any idea on what they're up to?
If they lay a finger on me or anyone here, it will be the end of VTC. Physically.
Dude, that's a promise.
Talking about this is giving me a headache. This conversation's over. Let's discuss what actually matters.
You mean the fact that Phase 3 is going to be the final phase?
Yeah. Neither the central government nor VTC intends to let the sealing process get to Phase 5. The Twisted Priestess had a lousy way of putting it, but it's not the most outlandish course of action. We're spent, but the Raptures are showing no signs of letting up. Even Raptures that cause corruption are on the rampage, and morale has hit an all-time low. And in the midst of all of that, we've got mass-produced heretics showing up.
Yeah, it's seeming pretty hopeless, right?
The Raptures are rolling out some new units. Things are looking pretty serious.
Yeah. So stars, or the cards are not stacked in our favor, is what I'm trying to say.
They're probably the next generation of weaponry, and there will be many more to come. If we drag this out any longer, the Ark itself will be at risk. This time, we've got to seal it for good.
So what do we do?
Whatever you want. And we'll let the girls do whatever they want.
I already know what I want to do, but I can't say for sure they feel the same.
What are you talking about? You and I raised them. Why wouldn't they feel the same way?
So it shall be. Phase 3 marketh the end.
Okay, so now they're all aware, at least, right?
And here I thought 5 phases wouldn't be enough, but they're cutting it even shorter. Then, what about the others who thought it would end at Phase 5?
Was there an official announcement?
We probably won't be making one.
So when do we enter the Ark?
We go in together during Phase 3, if that's what you want.
You speak as if we have a choice.
We always do. That's how we've always rolled. We do whatever we want, and we give them killer results.
A choice, you say?
If that's the case... What is it, Snow White?
Snow White locks eyes with everyone, gauging the situation. Then it hits her that everyone feels the same as she does.
You have something to say, don't you?
I think we should stay on the surface.
You don't have any... Oh, man. Don't worry. I got you covered. I'll be spending my gems, or at least whatever I have left over, in order to unlock the rest of it, okay? So I got you covered. If you want to stay tuned, we'll get there.
After Phase 3, there will still be people finding their way to the Ark. We'll stay here and protect them until they're safely inside.
For the rest of our lives?
Dude, Snow White is super noble.
If no one comes for 2 weeks, we'll go down.
Then what if one person shows up every 13 days?
Then we stay.
After Phase 3, the Ark will be sealed completely. How will the people get in?
Thank you very much. I appreciate that.
We'll keep them safe and bring them with us when we descend.
What if thousands show up? What's your plan then?
Commander, come on! Work with us. Stop posing questions, okay?
We'll protect everyone and go down together. And if they refuse to let us in?
Do not be preposterous. We are the Goddess Squad. Though it feels strange for me to utter such, we are nigh unto myth.
Oh, Scarlet. So naive.
Assuredly, they shall be amenable to opening the gates for us at least once.
When that happens, I'll need the 2 of you to step up and guarantee our safety.
So, in summary, we're not going down during Phase 3. We'll stay here, hold our position, and wait, protecting any latecomers, humans and NIKKEs alike. If no one comes after 2 weeks, we'll escort those under our protection down to the Ark. The entrance to the Ark will be opened only at that specific time. Lilith and I will prepare everything in advance for it. Did I miss anything?
No.
You missed the part where you were supposed to ask, what if they don't open the Ark for the Goddess Squad?
It was perfect.
A stellar summary.
He ought to be proficient at that, at the very least.
It's an insane plan.
Yep.
The logistics alone are a nightmare. It'll require every last ounce of our strength, mentally and physically.
It's a bad plan.
But we're also the only ones who can carry it out.
Everyone nods.
All right, we stay. Let's see this through to the end.
Could you promise me one thing?
What now?
When we return to the Ark, please make sure we're well compensated for all of this.
Poor Dorothy. Dude.
In whatever form it may be.
Oh, dude.
Sure, I'll do everything in my power.
Poor Dorothy.
No, I promise. They'll reward each of us palaces and enough money to last a lifetime.
Oh.
Our story will be turned into a novel, adapted into movies and games.
Well, it's adapted into a game, but not in their world. Oof.
Heck, they may even start a religion in our name.
Oh my.
We'll make a splashy debut in politics.
Oh.
And we'll create a manufacturing company capable of standing toe-to-toe with the likes of Elysian, Macillus, and Tetra. And we'll call it Snow.
Or Pilgrim.
Wow.
We'll even open a kendo school.
He's literally just singing to everybody's praises, right? He's just trying to, like, jazz them all up. It's like, yep, it's wishful thinking, all right.
Whatever that may mean.
And a mecha destructor zoo. Drink for days with beauties in both arms.
Yeah! Sign me up!
And then...
Ah, dude.
You'll be hailed as the goddess of victory. This will be our last operation on the surface, but it'll also be the longest, as well as the most difficult.
It's like so heartbreaking seeing just how much like hope and like how much emphasis was put on them needing to succeed and carry out their mission, right? And then like knowing the aftermath and how things play out. Oh.
Commander? Lilith? There's a place I'd like us to go together. Do you all have time?
Oh man, that was rough. To say the least. That was rough.
Make sure they don't move in.
It truly will be their last mission on the surface. But yeah, they definitely won't be writing any novels or making any movies about the Goddess Squad. They very much will try to erase all information relevant or related, is what I meant to say, to the Goddess Squad, right? Cover it all up, just like the central government tends to do with everything.
Long way to go.
Brutal. It's a call from an unknown number. Oswald has entrusted the Ark's sealing operations to a reliable subordinate. It is a procedural task that follows a manual. After all, authorization can be granted from anywhere. However, receiving a call from an unknown number at a time like this means something has suddenly changed. Perhaps the originally assigned contact cannot be reached. Oswald presses the button and answers.
This is Oswald.
Mister,
Frisia!
when are you coming?
How did you get my number?
She's very resourceful, okay?
I asked that soldier I gave the documents to back then. He even let me borrow his phone.
Smart.
When will you be here, mister?
Why didn't you go down during the second phase?
I wanted to talk to you.
That's a pretty good prediction, Gabriel, I gotta say. I like that. I like that a lot.
Why aren't you here?
Or is Gabriel or Gabriella? One, two of them. Sorry, my apologies, but I do like that. I would love to see the new Eden faction be called Snow. That'd be awesome.
There's something important I must do.
I see. I'm gonna go down during the third phase. I'm making all the soldiers really uncomfortable by staying here. So I'm just gonna go down.
So then, hopefully that means that Frisia actually made it into the Ark, right?
Good thinking.
Yeah, so I called to say goodbye. No, not goodbye. More of a see you later. I'll go first and wait there, so you have to come. Okay?
Frisia, I'm
gonna go now. See you.
He was trying to, like, you know, spill the beans to her to be like, well, I'm not, like, taking care of you when we get in there. Oswald calls back the number.
Channel is secure.
What were you thinking when you gave out my number?
I apologize. I know you left due to urgent business, but, well, it's just...
Dude, that look on his eyes.
There better be a good reason.
He's pissed.
This is an official central government phone number. If civilians were to gain access to it...
I realize that, but that kid spent the entire day curled up in the seat you always use. She said she'd wait until you came back, and she never budged an inch.
Dude, she's persistent.
Even so, my number is...
But, sir, she's just a kid. You should have seen her face. She was on the verge of tears. But she held them in as she spoke. She asked where you had gone, and if she could make one phone call.
Something tells me that Oswald's probably still not really going to care that much, right? Maybe a part of him, but...
I didn't know what else to do.
I don't know if he has any, like, empathy in his body. He is a hellhound, after all.
I'm sorry. I take full responsibility for my actions and will accept the corresponding punishment.
Understood. Be careful from now on.
Sir?
I understand how you feel.
Thank you.
I'll be very eager to learn who Frisia is, right? We need to uncover that at some point.
Could I ask you a favor?
However, you guys do know I already have predictions, right?
Yes, of course.
During Phase 3, make sure the girl gets on the elevator bound for the Ark. You don't need to get involved directly. Just confirm she gets on board.
That's an interesting thought. But I don't know, Crown. I don't know. I feel like... Personally, I think Frisia is Alice, but... people have said otherwise, right? So...
If she doesn't, you can use my name. Lie, if you have to.
We're starting to see a couple of things here kind of line up with 6-0 being somebody very high up in the central government. Possibly, if that's what the story's telling us, right?
Understood. Thank you.
You think... oh, that's a pretty good assumption as well. The first NIKKE to take care of the hidden library, where the blue-haired NIKKE resides, Arcana, right?
Good. Now go.
Yes, sir. Have a good day.
I think it's Alice just because of the hat, right? The pink hat with the bunny ears. And then they also said that, like, in the Bond story or whatever, that Alice was a kid within the Ark before she was turned into a NIKKE, right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong.
What was he thinking? Seriously.
Oswald studies the report displayed on his phone screen.
The heretic Anichiro escaped. After that, Red Shoes died.
Okay, so here we are. The timelines are starting to show. This is lining up now with the end of Old Tales.
Anichiro has not been heard from since. It seems like there's an agenda at play. An agenda aimed at the heretics. Cinderella is Abe's masterpiece. Not merely in terms of specs. And then there's Vapaus. They say it can destroy nanomachines.
Everything's starting to connect. Oswald makes a call.
This is Oswald. I'm gathering all second-generation units to track down Anichiro. Commence preparations. There's a piece of this puzzle that we're obviously missing. What's the status of the old VTC laboratory? Understood. Keep monitoring the situation. Worst case scenario, we might have a traitor in our midst. All right, I'm counting on you.
Oswald hangs up. Who is he speaking to?
Let's roll.
Very interesting, dude. Let's see if we can find out some more, because evidently, you know, a couple of you guys have not progressed past this point, but I am willing to spend my gems, okay? Give me some more flowers. Let's keep going here, White Flower, Lily. We're going to continue on the story. Again, spoiler alert for anybody that's not caught up, of course. I'm getting through all of this. I want to get to the bottom of the story. I want to learn more. White flowers. Only white flowers and nothing else. The field of white blossoms radiates under the sunlight. The wind carries the petals away. Another gust of wind blows. Lilyweiss, unaware of a petal brushing her cheek, continues to gaze, there the word is again, at the, the white surface.
Wow.
Why can't they just look? Why can't it just be they look? It's always got to be they gaze at something, right? They can't just look? They can't see?
Oh, magnificent. I had no idea such a place existed nearby.
I found it a long time ago. I was worried it might be gone, but it's still here.
A petal floats down and lands on Dorothy's palm.
Lily-wise.
Could this be the spot where she gets buried?
Yes, I was named after these flowers.
It symbolizes love and sacrifice.
I'd say it really suits you, Lilith.
Really, though.
A wondrous spectacle. 'Twould be a shame to behold it unaccompanied.
Truly. It's been so long since I've seen such a sight. Snow White.
I realized. We rarely have the opportunity to experience moments like this together.
Very thoughtful of her, though, right?
Especially not lately. So, I wanted all of us to see it. Well, at least
Ere our final battle?
Oops. Sorry, my bad.
it's not going to be our final battle. Soon it'll get cold, and these flowers will wither.
It's not going to be their final battle.
I wanted to remember them when they're at their most beautiful. All of us, together.
Lilyweiss walks forward. Snow White's gaze follows her, lost in thought. Lilyweiss starts to disappear into the distance. Farther and farther still. Snow White feels like bursting into tears. But she does not cry. She swallows the lump in her throat and strains to suppress the sting in her nostrils.
It's beautiful. Feels like a dream.
Lilyweiss turns back to look at everyone. Her face, slightly flushed with excitement, bears a bright smile. A strong wind blows.
Wow.
White petals burst into the air and scatter everywhere. The ground and even the sky radiate a brilliant white glow. Lilyweiss collapses, sinking beneath the field of flowers. Snow White feels her heart plummet.
Oops, I tripped.
Don't do this to us, please! Please! Lilyweiss rises. White petals cover her entire body. To Snow White, it's as if she's wearing a bridal veil. Like, dude, they're just messing with us, okay? The wind blows again. The petals whirl and dance around Lilyweiss. Her eyes widen, and she dances with the petals, a duet of two Lilyweisses. Now, this right here, that is the thumbnail, okay? That is the thumbnail. That's something I can get behind. I don't need to be showing Lilyweiss in pain and all that stuff. I'm making sure I get this thumbnail before it's too late. This is gonna be the new thumbnail when I actually, like, you know, keep the video and pass archives, all that stuff. But we are going to take this and we're gonna turn it into a thumbnail real quick, and then we will continue on. But this is a fantastic image, is all I'm saying. Okay, so there you go. We've got our, our screenshot of Lilyweiss. Okay, there we go. Boom, done. Dusted. Let's continue on. My apologies. In the dreamlike scene, Lilyweiss laughs like a child. Snow White sees her and bursts into laughter. This is another great image. Everything's so happy. You know it's gonna come with the big gut punch now in a second, okay?
Snow White! Everyone, isn't this wonderful?
You're breathtaking, Lilith!
This blaze, it's amazing!
Oh, that's not right, dude. That's not right. She knows. She understands. She gets it.
Lilith!
She knows that the end is coming, right?
Snow White!
Holy shit. I'm getting choked up, man.
Oh.
Snow White. Thank you.
Snow White forces a smile and waves at Lilith. She doesn't shed a single tear. She doesn't even blink. She only tries to capture this fairy tale dream with her eyes for as long as she can, to imprint it into her mind. Snow White gazes at Lilith, and Lilith the flower, unable to look away. What a beautiful white flower. The most beautiful white flower in the world that will soon wither. A heavy silence looms over the plaza, filled with mass-produced NIKKEs. It's like, okay, the most emotional thing ever. It's like, cut to a bunch of mass-produced NIKKEs, okay? Crap, dude, that is incredibly bittersweet. Very, very beautiful scene, all the same, but at the same time, it's just, it's gut-wrenching. Everyone is staring at the papers in their hands. They outline the final phase of the operation, Ark Guardian. Numerous written warnings fill the margins. The sealing will end at Phase 3. The Goddess Squad will remain on the surface. To protect the latecomers, returning to the Ark at a later date. Any mass-produced NIKKE who wishes to join the operation may do so voluntarily. The papers detail the numerous risks each volunteer might face. Is this going to be, like, foreshadowing for Pina? At the bottom of the paper is a signature line. Joining is a suicidal mission, and it's nearly guaranteed they would lose their lives. As mass-produced NIKKEs, they are fully aware of this truth, and therefore remain silent. In the profound silence, the sound of a pen signing resonates loudly. Loud enough for nearly every NIKKE gathered in the plaza to hear. One mass-produced NIKKE rises from her seat.
Where do I submit this after I sign it? Should I take it to the front?
Dude, yes! Yes! The squad leader, caught off guard, gives a nod. Pina walks forward, sets the document down, and turns back. The crowd of NIKKEs look at her. She's got some balls, okay?
The Goddess Squad will be with us.
Pina heads back to her dorm. Soon, the sound of signatures being written fills the plaza. All it takes is one great example, okay? Even if they are signing their lives away, she is the first one to sign her name. And that just shows what kind of character Pina was.
All right, Phase 3 of the sealing begins now. I've got good news and bad news. What do you want to hear first?
Both.
Let's start with the bad news.
Always with the bad news.
A large portion of the elite Raptors stationed at the lift are heading our way.
Great.
Whether or not they know this is the last phase is uncertain, but either way, they intend to finish this.
Something tells me they know.
That's really bad news. And the good news?
I had an excellent bowel movement this morning.
Dude! What is with you?
Right, congrats.
Nay, the good tidings be this. Rapunzel and I hath received new armaments.
That means our combat power has increased.
I gotta say, I'm not a fan of the poo jokes.
Looks great on you.
The specs have improved significantly, particularly in defense, which are
Dude, I didn't even realize. I'm like, oh wait, they're in their new bodies, right? Their new outfits. When does Snow White become Snow White and not Small White?
Is that so? Seems mighty light for so bold a claim. By how much hath it been strengthened?
As much as I love their new, well, old designs, the OGs are just impossible to beat, okay, is all I'm saying. Look at this, the Scarlet is my favorite for a reason, okay?
I don't have an exact figure, but I'd say more than twofold.
Oh. Then could I withstand twice the beating, perchance?
Maybe?
Let's not jump straight to getting a beating.
Dorothy and Lilith's gear will take a little longer. Sorry about that.
That's fine. I'm good, even in my current state.
Same for me.
I mean, they are incredibly powerful.
I don't suppose I get a care package.
No.
Figures. It's a hard knock life for us non-NIKKEs. All right, gear up. Our mass-produced friends are all staying. Not a single one sitting out.
Nice!
They'll fight alongside us. Pretty cool if you ask me.
That's awesome.
So let's look good out there.
Absolutely.
Excellent. Let us venture forth.
Let's go.
Don't die out there, all of you.
You got it.
Got a squad. Ready. Encounter.
Dude. Yes. But like horrible ending to have this all plays out. But anyways, yes. Dude, this is so good. I love how everything's connecting and all lining up now, right? Like we get to see the story coincide with old tales, and then we get to see it colliding now and connecting with Overzone, which, dude, we've got Overzone, what, like 3 years ago? Something like that? Has it been 3 years? Or has it been like over two? It's like 2.5 years or something. 2.5 years ago we got Overzone, which is crazy. Absolute insanity. I don't know, man. And it was quite literally at that point in time when I played through Overzone, I was like, yeah, nothing's gonna top this. And some may say that Overzone is still the best event yet.
Ammo check. All good.
I can't argue it. Like there's been a lot of great events, right? Like I have my own personal favorites, of course. New Year, New Sword. That's like one of the best ones for me ever. And then of course, Footstep Walk Run. Can't deny that. Old Tales, of course. Just everything, man. They just keep delivering each and every single event. And then of course, like Goddess Fall recently, right? Come on, man. It's banger after banger. It's crazy. But it's nice to get everything coming together now. All of the missing puzzle pieces are starting to fit in place. A thunderous roar erupts as something thrusts up. The Tyrant-class Rapture, Ultra, shoots into the air. Its abdomen caves in, and fluid scatters as it moves through the air. After briefly tracing an arc through the air, Ultra crashes to the ground and crumples with a sickening sound. Even amid a massive battlefield filled with raptures, this sight can be seen and heard from everywhere. Lilith dusts off her hands and admires her handiwork.
Aren't you pushing yourself too hard?
I'm letting them know that I'm here to finish them.
There's no point. Raptors aren't even capable of grasping a concept such as morale.
I'm doing it for our own forces.
Morale boost for all of us.
It's solid.
The show of power. Lilith wipes the lukewarm liquid flowing from somewhere on her face. There's no need for her to check. She already knows what it is. I love how this music is playing in the background too. I'm just gonna point that out, okay?
Just hold on a little longer.
Lilith.
What is it? Why are you saying my name like that?
What do you say we go on a trip when this is over?
Are you trying to get me killed? You're distracting me.
Does he have acknowledgement of this, or maybe he's just trying to give her some sort of like reassurance, right? That everything will be okay?
Clichés are meant to be broken.
Okay then, where are we going?
Let's go see the ocean.
Aboard the Amire.
Sure, let's do that.
Scarlet, how's it going?
No need for words. I feel as light as the very air. At this pace, I shall eclipse Lilith herself.
You do realize you've been hit more than 5 times, don't you?
Thy calculations doth require amendment. 'Tis but 2.5 times. For my defenses have doubled in might.
That's not how it works.
She's like, I've been hit 5 times, but because Snow White said that my defenses have doubled, now I'm gonna cut that 5 times into 2.5 times. Too
Any
good.
tidings of yon mass-produced heretics?
Not yet. Soon.
Bid Lily-Weiss and Dorothy stand aside. I shall fell them all myself.
Yeah, go ahead and take all the glory for yourself. Wait. They're taking position. Bombardment-type raptures, and it looks like they're aiming for the mass-produced NIKKEs.
Can you send it a shockwave blade, please?
I shall go forth and hew them all down.
Leave them. Rapunzel's here.
A shower of missiles trace the Ark as, traces an Ark, sorry, not the Ark. Traces an Ark as they rain down upon the field. Multiple bombardment-type raptures shell the mass-produced NIKKE's line. Rapunzel steps forward. With a prayer-like chant, she raises her staff.
A shield to protect everyone.
The Garden of Shangri-La! The Golden Veil descends. Missiles rain down and explode against the Golden Veil.
This is truly impressive.
You like it?
It's more than that. With such power. Let's do it for real this time.
Yes. Let's make it happen. 0 casualties.
Oof!
You got it.
A golden glow surges from Rapunzel's staff. It skims through the ranks of raptures, triggering a series of explosions.
Did you see that? Our offensive capabilities have skyrocketed as well.
Snow White, what exactly did she build?
I should have asked her to make mine first.
Well, maybe you should have been friendlier from the start.
Well, here's the thing, right? You always power up your weaker units first, so that way you level the playing field. And then that way you make sure that your stronger units can still continue to shine, but you're building up the weaker ones so that way they get up to par, okay?
The order of these improvements wasn't based on affinity. I know that much.
Where's Snow White?
She's on her way there.
She'll be okay, right?
She'll be fine. She was the one who suggested it after all.
Why is she so worried about Snow White, I wonder?
Maybe we should help her.
She sounded like she's a little gassed, right?
Don't. She can handle it just fine.
She's right. Now is not the time to worry about that. Stormbringer has arrived, along with several aerial raptures. We've also spotted 5 mass-produced heretics. Even the raptors that were waiting in the rear are on the move. They're throwing everything at us.
Yeah, so evidently they do know that they're sealing the Ark in Phase 3, right? That's the only reason that they would literally send all of their forces.
We're seriously outnumbered.
So we go big and finish strong.
Let's hope Snow White doesn't show up late.
Pray tell, whither hath Snow White absconded? I have scarcely seen her this entire time.
Maybe she's gone to get her new upgrade.
Shirking her duty already, is she? Good grief. Youngsters these days are most incorrigible.
You didn't listen during the mission briefing, did you?
Of course not. I pay no mind to the words of the weak.
Snow White,
She went to steal something.
Thievery? Of what sort?
A plane.
A plane?
Excuse me?
The Wings of Victory? The hum of a massive engine comes rolling in, and Scarlet looks up toward the sky.
The Wings of Victory?
There it is!
Snow White and the Wings of Victory reporting in!
Wipe them out.
Dude, this is like freaking sick!
Roger that!
The main cannon of the Wings of Victory fires. The colossal beam floods the field, leaving nothing in its wake. It resembles the act of erasing a canvas covered in scribbled pencil lines.
That's what I'm talking about. Nothing beats our plane.
Complete obliteration.
Keep firing.
On it!
The beam slices across the battlefield. Lilith looks up. She wishes that time would stop in this moment. Is she feeling at the end of her rope? Possibly? Because that's what it seems like.
For Lilith, may she rest in peace.
Dude, that line, right? That's hitting a lot more hard right now.
Ammo check. All good.
All in all, though, great event so far. Like, again, loving the storylines finally, like, starting to tie together.
Anything else I can do to help the thieves?
I wonder if this is going to also explain, like, how the Wings of Victory ended up being lost and everything, too. Because that'd be pretty cool. A little tidbit of information, right? Just maybe.
How'd you manage to steal something that big?
She did possess a firearm. Mayhap it made the task a simple one.
Huh? Didn't the commander give a heads up in advance?
Ownership split 50-50 between VTC and the central government.
Uh-oh.
So it wouldn't have mattered how I pled.
Well, they just let me into the cockpit.
Nothing fishy about that at all.
A heist of this magnitude requires teamwork. That means they're on our side.
Are you flying that thing all by yourself?
You didn't know? Snow White played a significant role in designing the aircraft.
Really?
What? Really?
Yep. So flying that bird is second nature to her.
Dude, they've been building up Snow White all this time and nobody knew.
Actually, I have some mass-produced NIKKEs with me. I can't operate the aircraft by myself.
Oh, my bad.
You speak as if you know everything, yet you were mistaken about every single thing.
Oh.
How many are on board?
There are about 20 of us, myself included.
All right then. Your mission is to take down 100 of those raptors each.
Roger that. We'll do our best.
As the Wings of Victory joins the battle, the tide begins to change. High-altitude aerial strikes rain down upon the battlefield, sending great swaths of raptors flying. Lilith is finally able to catch her breath. Her hands shake, her vision blurs.
This is happening faster than expected.
It's because you've been pushing yourself.
Lilith, fall back.
Not yet. Just a little more.
If you don't rest now, you won't get another chance. Snow White has helped turn the tide. Hurry back.
All right. Just a little more then.
Lilith stands beside the commander.
I see you still prefer to command outdoors. Though on a day like this, it might be wiser to do so indoors, especially in the tower.
Not my style. Where's the fun in that?
That's true.
Here, clean yourself up.
The commander hands her a towel. Lilith takes it and wipes her face. Thick globules of blood stick to the towel.
Rest a bit more before you go. Need some water?
So, to my understanding, this is the point in which Cinderella and the other Grimm's models like Siren and Hansel and Gretel would be making their way up the lift. Because Lilith is not at the point now where she's like sat outside the Ark from what we could see in the ending scene after they sever the link between the space station and the lift, right? And this is before Siren puts the bubble up to veil everything below, right, and blocking the Queen's sight, essentially, right? So this is kind of the point where we're at right now.
No, I'm all right. You're one to talk. You've got a hole in your side, yet you're playing it off like it's nothing. Commander, why are you so pale? And why are you sweating so much?
Had a bit too much to drink last night.
Yeah, he's such a Chad.
You never drink before a mission.
It's so full of shit.
Felt like letting loose for once.
You're not fully healed, are you?
I'm all healed, I swear.
All this false bravado.
You'll end up killing yourself doing this, Commander.
Lilith sees right through it.
You planning to die with me?
Wouldn't be the worst way to go.
The girls need someone to lead them.
I thought for a second there that she was gonna be saying, like, I thought you meant you wanted a girl on each arm.
No, they don't. Open your eyes, Lilith. They don't need us anymore.
Lilith looks across the battlefield. I'm sorry, I'm getting choked up. Each of them is valiantly holding their position.
They're pretty good, right? We did a good job raising them.
They are still just kids to me.
You sound so arrogant.
Commander, go and get treated.
I'm fine. It'll take more than this to take me out.
You'll die.
The commander retches, sorry.
Commander!
Don't shout in my ear. It upsets my stomach.
You need to get treated. You have to live.
I will after this fight.
No, right now.
It really makes me wonder, just how does, well, evidently this is Anderson, right? How does Anderson get in the Ark if everything, well, I mean, everything else gets sealed off afterwards too, right? But how does he get away? I guess maybe they're led to believe that he's dead too, right? Because we kind of see a little inkling of that in Overzone. I believe they said that their commander died or whatever, right, in combat?
Don't lecture me. You're the one dragging yourself into this fight because you refuse to miss out on the fun.
Didn't they say that? Or am I crazy?
I'm not dying. I'm going with all of you to the Ark, and I'll have one hell of a glorious life there. We all will.
Yes, let's do so. Promise?
I promise.
Lilith straightens her clothes, pulls on her gloves, and fixes her hair.
I'm heading out.
Be careful.
Lilith runs, and the commander watches her dazedly.
Snow White! The Stormbringers are heading your way!
One last final stand.
Huh? I'm picking up over 20 units. I don't care if you're inside Wings of Victory. Retreat!
The hull shudders violently. A swarm of Stormbringers surrounds the Wings of Victory.
Ah! Ye cowardly raptures, come forth and face me 1-to-1!
Snow White, retreat!
Escape!
Escape! I'll lure the Stormbringers away from the field!
What are you talking about?
If the Stormbringers stay here, we'll be at a major disadvantage. We'll take them all out.
So she's essentially baiting them, right? Or luring them away from them. And then I guess that's where she's going to crash the Wings of Victory. Potentially leading to her having to get a new body.
Art thou seeking to perish alongside them? What madness is this?
Wait for me. I'm coming.
Don't! I'll come back. Don't worry. I promise.
Snow White shouts into the bridge's communication device.
Full speed ahead. I'm sorry, everyone. But you'll have to trust me.
Flames erupt from the engines of the Wings of Victory. The aircraft opens fire on the Stormbringer swarm and begins to pull away from the defense line. And then, it vanishes beyond the horizon.
Snow White!
And that is how the Wings of Victory is lost. Right?
How high your pain
Okay,
tolerance is.
again, more things are falling into place here, right? Still got to see the commander get brought into the Ark. We've still got to see Lilith Weiss's final stand, or last stand. We've still got to see
Great.
Snow White get her new body, and then return to the Goddess Squad, right? Because they're still out fighting for humanity. We've still got to see the lift separation from the space station. Gunfire rings out. Snow White opens her eyes. Amid the gunfire, something sizzles. Snow White pushes herself up. Her body feels heavy, as if something is weighing her down. She pulls herself up with effort. What covered her body falls to the ground. They are NIKKE's, battered to a wreck. Their backs are a complete mess. There is no doubt that they died while shielding her. Snow White turns her head. The Wings of Victory, once the pride of the Goddess Squad and ruler of the skies, has crashed. It's nothing more than a flaming pile of wreckage.
No!
There it is. There's the crash landing, right? We get to see it crashed. It definitely was not parked. That was crashed. Right into the ground. She turns her head again. The mass-produced NIKKEs are firing straight ahead. The Raptors are swarming in. Like, truly, they are the heroes right now, right? Like, the mass-produced NIKKEs have been shielding Snow White. They have been fighting the fight and holding off everybody right now. Like, they've been putting in the work, man. Shells fall to the ground. One mass-produced NIKKE looks at Snow White while taking aim. She gives a wry smile and nods. Right as the Rapture's beam cannon decapitates her. Sheesh, dude. No wonder she's got that look in her eyes, right? To witness all of this, like, chaos. Everyone collapses soon after. Snow White watches the Rapture as they close in.
No! No!
She raises her weapon with shaking hands. The muzzle wavers. Every round goes wide. Her comrades have fallen. The Wings of Victory lies in ruins. Her own body is in tatters. The field is so densely packed with Raptures, they blot out everything else.
Snow White! Snow White!
Come in, Snow White!
I'm... No!
Just tell me where to go.
Dude, everybody's getting messed up.
Lilith! I'm fine. It's just a little blood. Commander! Commander, Lilith is...
Commander, come in! We have heard naught from him for some time now.
Okay, so evidently he's been, like, on the way to the Ark then, right?
Damn it!
I'm fine. Really, don't worry.
Snow White shoots the communication device and destroys it. She looks at the oncoming Raptures. Dude, wait, what? Is she just shooting the communication device because she doesn't want to hear how, like, badly they're injured?
I have to do this. I'm a goddess. I have to do this.
She doesn't want any distractions. She doesn't want to worry, right? She just wants to be left to her elements and to deal with things
But I'm
on her own.
Very scared. What should I do? What can I possibly do? I'm scared. Lilith, Red Hood, save me! I'm right here!
Oh, dude.
No, don't come. Leave this to me. I want to run, but I can't. Everyone's fighting. Lilith is fighting. I have to do this. I have to.
Dude, that inner, like, monologue there, right? Like her thoughts fighting and telling her that she's got to keep pushing.
I have to fight.
You've got to do this on your own. You're a goddess, aren't you?
You just see her gaining that confidence.
Even if I'm forsaken, it has to be me. I have to do this.
I've got the biggest chills right now. You guys have no idea, man. Oh, dude.
Pick up any bottle cap?
Just feeling like everything is against her and just knowing like she's got to carry that weight, right? No matter what, whatever the odds are, she has got to push ahead. She's got to carry out her side of the mission for everybody else's sake. And, dude, this is definitely making Snow White among one of my favorite NIKKEs, like, very quickly. She's already been somebody that I've really liked throughout the entirety of NIKKE, but this is just, like, building and building and building, right? Good God, dude. Mind switch. It is said that a NIKKE's mind breaks under extreme stress. In reality, it is Nymph reorganizing the brain's data and emotions to escape an extreme situation. It analyzes the influx of inputs and rearranges them solely to escape the current situation. It discards what is deemed useless and preserves what is needed, amplifying it. This process results in garbled data, leaving most in a state akin to madness. However, in rare cases, the rearranged data miraculously clicks into place, and it's almost like a hidden potential unlocking, right? Snow White is one of those rare few NIKKEs.
My head!
The data in her head reassembles. Information on how to kill raptures. Something she requires now. This information is retained and amplified. Information on combat techniques. Also essential at this moment. She keeps it and amplifies it. Information on weapon fabrication and modification. Useful for improvisation and future fights. She preserves it. Fear and hesitation. Get out! They won't do her any good now. She discards them. Information on Dorothy, Rapunzel, Scarlet, and the mass-produced NIKKEs. Not helpful now, but could be important for future battles. She keeps it. The memories she has shared with them, however, will not be needed. I feel like that's pretty important though, right? She discards them. Information on the commander. This moment requires her to act independently. Orders are unnecessary. She discards it. Information on Red Hood, a deceased person. Such information is of no help in the current situation. I mean, she discards it. Information on Lilith. She will soon perish. Such information is of no help in the current situation. She discards it. We're literally getting a rundown of every single piece that's completely just, again, fitting in place, telling us exactly why Snow White is the way she is now versus how she was back then, right? All of the pieces of the puzzle are all lining up, they're all fitting into place, and this is why. The mind switch worked in her case, but this is why she doesn't remember any of it after this point. Snow White's mind races as she sorts through these decisions at lightning speed. Her life's goal? A happy future with everyone. Such information is of no help in the current situation. She discards it. Redefining life's goal. Protect humanity. Defend the Ark. Nymph searches for methods to achieve this. Her life's goal has been successfully redefined. Live and kill the Raptures. Oh! Oh, God! Oh, God, dude.
54 Raptures ahead.
It's literally why she's just no nonsense, to the point. Defeat the enemies, protect humanity.
Encounter.
Snow White's weapon breathes fire. Every shot targets the raptor cores with terrifying precision. The instant her ammo runs low, she reloads and begins firing again. A raptor strike pierces her left arm. Doesn't matter. She continues to fire without issues. Something pulls at her legs, and she drops to her knees. It doesn't matter. She continues to fire without issues. Even as the raptor's assault intensifies, it doesn't matter. She can easily bring them down with the round she has. Her gun and the hand gripping it are struck. Both her arms and legs are damaged. She spots the body of a mass-produced NIKKE lying ahead. This is explaining the body, right? The body's switching now. She knows what she needs to do. She rips off the hand parts and forces them onto herself. She draws another gun and fires. She keeps fighting. She has gone complete, like, machine now, right? Just total fixation, focus, live, survive, fight. At the crash site of the Wings of Victory, the gunfire continues unabated. A battered, mass-produced heretic kneels and looks up at Snow White. Snow White looks at her face. Red eyes, a face she recognizes from somewhere. The mass-produced heretic's head shatters. Her body follows suit, crumbling and vanishing.
Clear.
Dude. The Raptors have been wiped out. Snow White checks her own body. It's a wreck. Not a single part is intact. She looks at the mass-produced NIKKEs lying on the ground.
If I cannibalize some parts, it should be operational again. But I would rather not.
She stares at the scattered fragments of the Raptors before her. And drags her uncooperative body toward them.
Now is not the time to worry about compatibility.
She rips off the Raptor's parts. She looks back. The massive transport ship is engulfed in flames.
I hope there's still some usable equipment left.
Snow White takes the Raptor's fragment and walks towards the crash Wings of Victory. Dorothy halts with little voice on her back. Good God, dude, like so much is unfolding right now, it's crazy.
Commander, Lilith is...
The commander's missing from where he was supposed to be standing, I'm guessing, right? Dorothy looks down.
Commander...
The commander has collapsed. Dorothy sets Lullabies down and approaches him. He's alive, but it seems like he could die at any moment.
Commander...
What is it?
Is Dorothy the one that brings him to the Ark?
Lilith isn't doing well. Could you check on her for a moment?
Yeah, I'll take a look. No one saw, right?
No. No one.
Good. That's a relief. If we lose morale now, we're done for.
He has to be there, right? As their confidence. The reassurance that everything will be okay. Because if the commander remains strong, that's what he shows everybody.
Go, fight. We've almost won.
I'll leave her to you.
I've got this. Don't worry.
Oh, man.
Lilith. See you soon.
Okay.
Dorothy heads back to the battlefield. Okay, so it's not Lola Weiss that saves the commander.
Lilith,
Yes.
that's enough now.
Oh, come on, man.
I still have things to do.
Lola Weiss staggers to her feet. She looks up at the sky. Two mass-produced heretics are staring down at her.
Looks like they're waiting to catch you.
Lola Weiss steadies herself.
Bring it on.
Let's go. You want a duel? Let's throw down, okay? Holy shit, dude. This is starting to hurt my freaking head, man. Ah! I swear, like, my eyebrows and my forehead are so tense right now. It's just driving me insane. I'm gonna get a headache. Good God, man. This event is like, again, another peak event, right? Ark Guardian is just killing it. Sorry. Quite literally killing it. Last one, guys. Last one.
Yeah.
Scarlet slash strikes the torso of a mass-produced heretic, but it is abruptly halted mid-strike.
Blast.
She rips the blade free and lashes out wildly. The heretic takes every strike in stride and proceeds to fire a beam. Scarlet barely manages to avoid it, her heart in her throat. This thing is resilient. The heretic walks toward her, slow and steady. The sight ignites her fury.
Mocking me, art thou?
Scarlet, filled with desperation, charges in. The heretic blocks the sword with an arm, then unleashes a beam. Scarlet tumbles across the ground. She coughs up blood and uses her sword to push herself up.
Not yet. The time is not yet upon us. My blade is forged to cleave all creation. It shall not be stayed by the likes of thee.
She leaps and brings her blade down. Seeing her sword caught in the heretic's hands, Scarlet feels a wave of despair. Is she gonna undergo a mind switch now?
By what cause?
Another beam shoots out, sending her flying backward once again.
Why can I not cleave thee? Why?
Scarlet's mind races as she drifts in and out of consciousness.
Why can I not strike true?
Dude, it's happening!
Wherefore do I aspire to cleave?
It's happening!
So I may grow in might. And wherefore do I seek such strength? Aye, indeed. For my sister.
Rose.
To fulfill her dearest wish.
Scarlet, you must become.
Oh, man! Call back to my favorite event! Come on, dude! Oh! New Year's on New Year's, okay? Let's go, dude. Holy crap.
Let yourself be controlled by anyone.
Oh, Rose.
Rose was strong. But how did she come to possess such strength?
Scarlet lifts her head. The mass-produced heretic has disappeared from her view. Instead, she sees red petals drifting across the field. Whether it is real or a hallucination is of little importance. She gazes at the petals as they drift carelessly in the wind.
How free and tranquil. Oh, Much like Rose, she ne'er did hurry, but moved with a grace and bore herself with a spirit unconfined. This I conceived, to be strength and beauty. I long to be thus. Therefore, 'tis plain what course I must pursue.
Scarlet steadies her breathing. She clears her mind. The data in her head resets, and she experiences a slight mind switch. However, in Scarlet's case...
Pray, is this truly the field of battle? And hath my blade ever felt so light in mine hand?
For Scarlet, this mind switch is akin to transcendence.
Now, come forth.
The heretic fires a beam. Scarlet dodges it effortlessly, with a slight twist.
To parry so grievous a strike would be a fool's errand.
She's transcended, okay? It's not a mind switch, she's transcended. That is why Scarlet is as powerful as she is, okay? That's all I'm saying. Best character, 10 out of 10. Oh, dude. The heretic closes in, pressing for a melee attack. Bad move! Bad move!
To dodge or parry the strike? A most tricky conundrum.
Scarlet deflects her opponent's incoming fist with the back of her blade, causing the latter to stagger. Then gripping fleetly fading in reverse, she drives it into the core of the heretic she said she'd never stab!
No need to waste strength. Strike true at the weakness.
She extracts the blade, then lowers her stance. With one clean cut, the mass-produced heretic head tumbles across the ground. So, she's definitely taking Lilith advice, right? Hit the weak point.
And victory is assured.
Dozens of slashes carve the heretic into pieces, who then fall lifelessly to the ground. The sword slides into the scabbard. Badass.
So plain, and yet I grasp it but now.
Complete badass.
I must render thanks unto mine elder sister, and unto Lilith also.
Scarlet?
Dorothy's like, uh-oh, who are you?
Oh, Dorothy.
Is that really you? Did you take that heretic down by yourself?
Indeed.
She just went Super Saiyan.
Looks like you experienced a mind switch.
She immediately picked up on it?
Methinks so. That raging fire within me hath dwindled to naught.
Dude, Dorothy is like scary, like beyond scary.
Do you remember everything?
Aye, I remember it all. I recall full well how oft I did quarrel with thee. Is adaptation giving thee trouble, perchance? I am calmer than ever, yet methinks thou art not. Thou shalt adjust in due course. For now, let us attend unto the battlefield.
Very well.
That's true. That is definitely very telling, right? That she underwent a mind switch. She's not throwing it in her face at all.
I'm counting on you, Scarlet.
Such words need not be spoken aloud.
The vote of confidence. No bickering. That's very strange. Lilith, bent at the waist, catches her breath. She crushes something writhing beneath her foot, then gazes at the mass-produced heretics scattered across the ground. Blood spills from her eyes. She attempts to wipe it away, but it keeps flowing. Lilith senses the end is near.
Even in your condition, you took down both of them. Alone.
That's why she's the strongest NIKKE.
I knew it. You're my... Lilith. Seriously, that's enough. Rest now.
I still have work left to do.
She's not just gonna lay down and let everything just play out here, right? Like, she's on a mission. She's gotta save the commander.
Please, just stop.
The commander loses consciousness.
Commander!
Lilith hoists him onto her back. His dog tag falls to the ground. Lilith struggles even to bend down and retrieve it. She leaves it behind and sprints toward the entrance of the Ark. Her whole body screams and protests, but she does not stop. Lilith looks around. She sees the infirmary. She starts toward it, then stops. Most have already entered the Ark, and only a few remain outside. The commander's life is in danger, but this place cannot treat him since it's a facility for NIKKEs. They may be able to buy some time, but that is all. The commander will eventually die. Or not. Lilith looks at the commander's face. Tears threaten to burst forth, but she holds them back. She quickens her pace, heading straight for the entrance. In the midst of the crowd, a soldier recognizes her and makes his way over.
Colonel Lilith, I'm so glad you're safe.
Hello. I'm sorry, but is there an access route for primary personnel?
That was a weird way to spell colonel, by the way.
An access route into the Ark.
What? No, there isn't.
The soldier sees the commander on Lilith's back. His face is turned a pallid hue, and sweat pours down. The soldier understands at once.
There is. This way. Please don't draw any attention. If others notice, it could cause chaos.
Thank you.
He did say colonel. It did not say major. Somebody rewind that back eventually, and I'm telling you right now, he said colonel. He said Colonel Lilith. Seeing the masses crowding into the giant elevator, Lilith feels an onerous sense of remorse. Onerous? I don't know. She follows the soldier to a smaller elevator meant for 10 people. 3 are already inside. Their eyes widen when they see her arrive. Ignoring the stairs, Lilith gently lays the commander down. She looks at his face for a long while.
Colonel.
He just said colonel as well, right? I'm not hearing things. He said colonel.
Are we waiting for more to arrive?
No. Departing now.
Thank you. Please take care of him. Ensure his survival. Can you do that?
Understood.
I'm counting on you.
Lilith steps back. The soldier takes his place next to the commander. As the elevator doors slide shut.
Goodbye.
Oof. So it was Lilith that saved Anderson and brought him to the elevator, right? Luckily, the central government soldier was cooperative and saved him, and now he could continue to live on. I'm guessing now she's gonna go back to the battlefield. Maybe that's when she's gonna see like the separation of the lift and the space station.
Clear.
As we have seen,
Got a long way to go.
Snow White and Scarlet have undergone their mind switches. They're still out on the surface fighting for humanity. This is everything's coming full circle, man, and I love it. The elevator doors open. The commander stands before her, sweat pouring down. The soldier holds him steady from behind.
You're unbelievable.
She gets to say goodbye at least.
What are you doing?
Not just leaving him.
You're going down to the Ark. Live, Commander.
Don't be ridiculous. Do you really think I could live with myself if I did that? Lilith, what do you take me for?
If you stay here, you'll die. You know that.
So what? Dying doesn't scare me. I'll die with all of you.
And And what about the girls? What are they supposed to do? Go to the Ark. Take responsibility and make sure the girls get there safely too. You're the only one who can save them. It has to be you. Take care of them, Commander.
I can't. I won't leave you behind.
Anderson!
There's a confirmation, baby! We all knew it anyways. But there's the name drop, okay? There's the freaking name drop. What we had suspected all this time, confirmed. It is Anderson. That is why Anderson is always the person that's the CEO for Pilgrim, okay? Right there. There it is. Confirmed. He was the original commander of the Goddess Squad. He was the original person to have Vopos, okay? He was taken in by VTC and tried to be experimented on because of his blood, and it all makes sense. It all adds up. All the freaking the ropes are all tied. Everything's good. We are ready. Put a ribbon on it. Sealed. We all knew it.
You know what's gonna happen. They'll be left behind on the surface. Please. The girls. You have to save them.
Anderson begins to waver. The soldier grabs him from behind again and locks him in place. His eyes meet Lilith's, and she gives a nod. The elevator doors start to close.
Let go! Let go of me! I said let go! Lilith. I didn't even get to say goodbye.
The elevator doors close, leaving only a thin slit. Anderson peers through the narrow gap at a white flower that appears on the verge of wilting.
Lilith, I love you.
Oh, dude! Oh, shit!
I love you too, Anderson.
The elevator doors close, and it begins to descend. Lilith stands frozen, tears streaming down her face. She walks on, passing by the entrance to the Ark, and heads for a vantage point overlooking the battlefield. Through her clouded vision, she vaguely makes out the figures of her cherished subordinates, comrades, and friends. On the battlefield, she sees them. A young lady moving with unparalleled grace. A compassionate saint wreathed in gold. A swordswoman whose movements flow like water. And a speck of spotless, pure white.
Only one mass-produced heretic left.
Who mightest thou be?
Reinforcements? Who could be arriving now of all times?
No way.
It's me, Snow White.
Snow White?
Risen from the grave, have we?
Those parts. What are they?
I used Rapture parts as temporary components.
Dude. This is just like... This is... You guys want to say it? I'll say it. This is absolute cinema, okay?
Have you gone through a mind switch?
The freaking tear in my eye, man. It's got to go, okay?
Yes.
So your memories...
Dorothy, Scarlet, Rapunzel. Let's move. We can talk later.
Snow White breaks into a run as Dorothy, Scarlet, and Rapunzel follow. They clash with the mass-produced heretic. Dust begins to settle. Lilith, certain of victory, sits back against the wall.
You're all grown up. I'm so proud of you. I really am.
Her eyelids grow heavy. Even as her eyes begin to close, she strains to look at her friends a little longer. Then, with a smile, she quietly closes her eyes. The white flower withers, and the goddess of victory falls asleep. Ah. Oh, damn, you shift up. 3 hours later. Frisia stares at the crowd ahead. The once large crowd has diminished to only a few people. She looks back. There's no one else. The soldier at the elevator entrance keeps shouting. This might be the last call. The people ahead start walking and step into the elevator. Frisia grows anxious as her distance from the person ahead of her grows. She looks back. She's looking for Oswald, dude. Still, no one. She fidgets with the folded paper against her chest. Keenly aware of the paper she holds, she walks with her eyes fixated on the ground. She walks slowly, very slowly. The soldier at the front keeps shouting, urging her to hurry. Frisia pretends not to hear and keeps walking slowly.
You should look where you're going.
Yes! Yes! She looks back.
Mister!
Where did the soldier go?
He was with me, but everyone looked so busy, so I told him to help them. I can go alone.
Can you?
No.
Dude. Oh.
We won't be seeing each other often. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
All right, let's go then. To the Ark.
The elevator doors close.
Lilith! 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 No! No!
Scarlet.
So they found her before she passed.
Why the long face?
Shit.
Could you make her a coffin?
I shall prepare it using the finest white stone I can find.
Snow White, are you all right?
Who is she?
So they didn't find her before she passed.
You don't remember?
No, I don't.
But why are you crying?
Snow White lifts a hand to her cheek. Tears are falling.
I don't know. What's happening? So, who is she? Someone significant?
Yeah.
The goddess of victory.
She really is, man.
That's who she was.
Operation Ark Guardian end. 1 month later, I knew it wasn't over. I'm like, there's no way they are cutting it right there.
What's the latest?
Overzone.
Same as usual. No one today.
Overzone.
Not a soul has arrived since that fateful day. Neither human nor NIKKE.
We've had some NIKKE stop by, but not a single human. Maybe there really aren't any survivors.
Let's wait a little longer.
What about the commander?
Still no word. Some of the mass-produced units said they saw him heading down to the Ark, so he's probably there. Given his condition, his recovery might be a long one.
Perchance he is no longer among us.
Maybe.
Nah, he's too stubborn to die.
What say they from within the Ark?
They say the Ark will be completely sealed in 4 months. After that, they'll open the emergency gate to come and retrieve us.
So they send word still, do they?
Yes, albeit through a recorded voice message.
Rapture's incoming.
Roger. Everyone, get ready.
How tiresome this is.
Just hang in there a little longer.
Another month passes.
Any word?
Dorothy shakes her head.
He's perchance at his drink again.
You've been drinking too much lately.
No more than a sip.
If a heretic shows up, even a mass-produced one, we're finished.
2 months hence and still no whisper of them. Perchance the last we felled was the last of their kind.
I wouldn't be so sure. You're far too optimistic.
Better that than clutching ever at the dread they might return.
You may be right to think that way.
Aye, sometimes one must delude oneself out of necessity.
Still, try to keep your wits about you.
Again, this is all following old tales, right? So, of course, they're not going to be trying to send as many raptures their way. Like, the Ark is technically sealed at this
I
point,
shall
right?
bear it in mind.
Rapture's incoming. Just a handful.
Let's go.
Phew. When will this end?
Another month later.
How are the mass-produced NIKKEs doing?
Things have gone from bad to worse since their squad leader got corrupted.
I see.
Let me say a quick prayer. Call me if anything happens.
Rapunzel.
You can just feel like all the hopelessness and all the dread, right? Like everything now is just, it's gone. It's gone to crap.
Yes?
It's nothing. I appreciate what you're doing.
Don't mention it.
Snow White,
What is it?
how are you feeling?
Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
Hungry.
No, what I meant is, are you all right?
Nothing out of the ordinary so far.
I see.
I shall step out for a moment.
You're going out? Where to?
My spirits have run dry. I shall fetch more.
Now's not the time for that.
You gotta have a drink, come on.
All right. Fine. Be careful.
Aye, I shall return.
Do you wish to contact the Ark?
Ah! No!
Affirmative.
Oswald.
Communication open. All recorded messages will be transmitted to the Ark. However, in the event of poor signal, transmission may fail.
This is Dorothy, acting leader of the Goddess Squad. I have assumed this position due to the death of our former leader, Major Lilith. Our current situation is as follows. Our mission is to protect those who have been deemed important and escort them from the surface to the massive underground facility known as the Ark. Operation Ark Guardian is approximately 72% complete. There are officially no more humans remaining on the surface. The Goddess Squad and several mass-produced NIKKEs are stationed at temporary outposts situated at the Ark's entrance.
Dude, my my appreciation for this game, man, is above all else. It is above all else. They hit a massive home run with this game, man.
We are to protect the entrance against any future Rapture raids until the Ark is completed and sealed off.
I'm so glad that I have been here since day one.
It is expected that we will be required to do this for approximately 2 months. However, the situation is becoming dire. Our resources and troops are both slowly being depleted, and we are becoming physically drained due to the incessant fighting.
It truly is, like, this is masterclass writing. The storytelling in this, unparalleled.
We do not expect any form of backup from the Ark. We will do everything in our power to succeed. In exchange for this, you must promise us one thing. Once the city has been sealed, we are to be taken back to the Ark, where we will be regarded as goddess of victory. Make us feel proud for continuing to fight for humanity.
Oh, Dorothy.
That is all. I will be waiting for your answer.
It would be best to abandon the heretic program, which relied on mass-produced human imposters.
What the hell's going on with Mirror? Why is Mirror speaking right now?
The base bodies and personalities are incomplete, leading to worse outcomes than doing nothing. The process is overly complicated.
So we're seeing the origin point of the new heretics. So were the other heretics not created by this point? Like Liberalio, Nihilus, were they not created?
I wonder if something like Anichiro can ever be made again.
Holy shit, dude!
Every now and then, a human imposter emerges with a sense of self that is remarkably complete. But such occurrences are exceedingly rare. Which is precisely why my expectations for you are so high.
Rose?
I wanted to see what would happen if we created a heretic from a human imposter with a strong sense of self.
Rose, dude, it's Rose.
It is
Rose.
The second work Mother designed. Come into being. You will play a crucial role. You will deliver the head to our Mother, who drifts alone above us. Oh, I can't wait to see you soon.
Is it Liberalio?
Liberalio.
Holy shit, dude! Oswald goes over the minutes dozens of times. They concern follow-up actions regarding Operation Ark Guardian and the sealing of the Ark. I know the bubble sound was definitely a giveaway there, but like, my mind was like Rose because I hear bubbling, and when I hear bubbling, I'm thinking of like containment, like tanks, you know what I mean? Kind of like what the Commander was created in, essentially. That's what I think of when I hear bubbling. I know the bubbles should have been a giveaway, considering the fact Liberalio, you know, water and all that stuff, squid heretic, but again, holy shit, dude. Operation Ark Guardian was a great success. The Ark's seal remains unstable. It must be finished using the forces left on the surface. The Goddess Squad is still active and continues to provide updates. The task of finalizing the sealing process will be assigned to the Goddess Squad. Oswald is the best fit for this final operation. Regarding the handling of the Goddess Squad upon their return, their arrival in the Ark poses significant risk, including idolization and the potential for deification. Their reputation and prestige are likely to greatly surpass those of the central government. Of course, it's always got to be the government. They can't have anybody held in a higher regard than the government, right? The government's got to be the authority. It's got to be the ultimate power, the all-saying, governing, of course, right, entity within the Ark. They can't have anybody being favored above them. Given the instability of the current situation, the risk is exceptionally high. The same protocol used for second-generation traitors may be applicable. Charges of collusion with raptures may potentially be imposed. Relevant documentation has been prepared. Red Shoes' corruption research can be transferred under Rapunzel's name. The VTC is fully on board. Regarding the plan to execute the Goddess Squad at the Ark entrance under the pretext of corruption, NIKKE is uncooperative. Armed suppression involves significant risk and may likely expose the plan to the public. So again, right, they are covering their asses. They are making sure that nothing is left accounted for. There's no way that anybody's going to uncover the truth of what they did to make the Goddess Squad irrelevant. They are erasing them from history by doing this. And that is how they are going to make sure that they stay the ultimate power. Assholes. Political and social erasure is the most effective method. The commander of the Goddess Squad is a risk factor. He is currently comatose and being monitored by the VTC. The other witnesses who rode the elevator with him have been eliminated. Not a single soul knows the commander survived. The Goddess Squad has no backing. Political and social erasure is feasible. Lifelong house arrests and isolation are appropriate and ideal. The technology used in the Grimm's models is of the highest quality and includes valuable battle data. Dismantling and subsequent research are among the considerations. Conclusion. Initiate the final phase of the Ark sealing operation with the Goddess Squad. Upon their return, dispose of them in a manner that does not provoke the citizens. Yep. 100%, you are right, Prime. That is definitely what it is with NIKKE. She did not oppose. Oswald fights the urge to hurl his phone. Because he holds the Goddess Squad in high regard, right? He doesn't want to do this to them. He covers his face. After a moment, a resolve settles over him. The thought of his upcoming plan makes him feel nauseous. But he must see it through. They must remain as idols. Forever. Oswald looks at a picture frame on the table. It is a photo commemorating the Goddess Squad's first deployment. With a wary motion, he salutes the photo.
My deepest gratitude to the Goddess Squad, who fought for humanity.
Dude. Snow White opens her eyes. Her body feels light. It seems she is adapted to her body.
You up?
Cecil!
Yes.
Okay, so now we're back in current times, okay?
I've finished calibrating your armaments. Let's get you suited up.
I'm heading to the hangar.
I'll meet you there.
Snow White sits up and looks in the mirror.
Tear stains.
She leaves the room and walks down the corridor, stopping before she reaches the hangar.
Lilith.
Snow White opens the door to the hangar. Oh, dude! Dude, she's so freaking badass, man. If this does not solidify Snow White as one of the best characters in this game, man, come on. What an incredible story, yet again for New Year's. She does not need all of the weaponry that she has, okay? Like, she does not need any more reassurance in her abilities. She's more than capable to take down any threat. And I love that she's regained her memories. That's the cherry on top, man. She's regained her memories, and now she's complete, in my opinion. Oh, Lilith Weiss.
This time, I will grant you true rest.
Hell yes. Ark Guardian end. Holy crap, dude. Now that is an event story, okay? That's what I'm talking about. Good God, dudes. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. Holy crap, so many great moments, and again, like, so many loose ends literally just tying up and culminating in one of the best events that we've got thus far in NIKKE, right? Long overdue. Again, just fantastic. And now next week, the hard mode bonus scene, which is more than likely... I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect for it. I have so many, like, different ideas or thoughts for hard mode bonus scene. Something makes me think it's going to be related to Frisia. Just maybe. I think we're probably going to get a snippet or maybe clarification on who Frisia is. If not, then maybe it might have something to do with... No, I don't think it's going to show anything to do with Lilith and the end of Old Tales or any of that stuff. It might show something following Snow White and where things go now with the current story. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. My money's on Frisia, though. I really think the hard mode bonus scene is going to factor Frisia into that story in some element. But again, this event, holy, dude, 10 out of 10, 100 out of 10, whatever you want to call it, incredible top tier event. Snow White, if you guys don't have her, if you guys are trying for her, best of luck. I hope you get a copy of her. Use your gold vouchers to get at least one copy because she is a busted unit. I really love her. She's great in PvP as well. And again, this solidifies her as like one of the mainstay characters, right? One of the best NIKKEs in the game. There's still a lot more questions, of course, but we got a lot of stuff too. A lot of information came into this. The VTC, all the experimentation that they're going to be doing on Anderson, everything to do with Vopos, how VTC ends up becoming like deep or you know, being locked away, everything to do with like Lilith, and then the whole interaction at the end of Old Tales. Again, we're still getting to see her sat inside that wall as the space station and the lift separates and all that stuff, and Oswald and Frisia. And there's a lot to unpack here. Okay? There's still so much to uncover, but I am along for the ride for yet another year and going forth, so on and so forth, right? I'm just very, very excited to be playing this game, very thankful to be playing this game, and very thankful to all of you guys for showing up and hanging out with me and keeping me company during the stream. And if you're watching after the fact, again, I would highly encourage you to please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to the channel for more Goddess of Victory NIKKE content. And that is going to do it for me. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below as well. I want to talk to you guys about this event. I think it was incredible. Anyway, that is it. I will see you all for the next one. Take care. Peace.